Welcome back to the Dangers and Dragons podcast, your daily dose of captivating stories and epic quests and legendary adventures. I'm Adrian, and with me today is the incredible Julia. Ready for another plunge into the extraordinary?
Absolutely. Always up for a good spine tingler.
Well, you are in for a treat today. This story is a real head-scratcher. Imagine a routine training mission gone wrong, a derelict ship, and a crew that refuses to believe they're dead. It's already giving me chills.
A ghost ship with a twist. Okay, you've definitely piqued my curiosity. What kind of refusal are we talking about here? Do they even know they're ghosts?
That's the truly unsettling part. You see, our protagonist, Kai, is a rookie pilot. On his first solo mission, he's tasked with checking a beacon on what's supposed to be an empty, boring rock in space. But as we all know in these stories, nothing is ever as it seems.
Ah, the classic rookie mistake. Underestimating the vastness and unpredictability of space. It's like they never watched a single episode of, well, this podcast.
Exactly. And Kai, bless his heart, is full of that rookie confidence. He's got his trusty AI companion, Astra. But he basically ignores her early warnings about the beacon glitching. It's like those horror movies where the teenagers ignore the creepy old guy's warnings. You just know something bad is about to happen.
Almost like a narrative law. Ignore the warning signs at your peril. But speaking of warnings, Astra's concerns about the beacon glitching. That's significant, isn't it? It hints at a disruption, an anomaly in the fabric of space-time, perhaps.
You're already thinking like a true expert, Julia. As Kai approaches the coordinates instead of a beacon, he finds this ancient derelict ship. The source material describes it as a wrongness, an emptiness that seems to suck the warmth out of the void.
That description is brilliant. It plays on the concept of negative space, where the absence of something becomes more terrifying than any explicit detail, allows your imagination to fill the void, creating a truly personalized horror.
Right. And remember, Kai's all alone out there. This eerie feeling is amplified tenfold. Astra confirms there are no life signs. But then Kai hears something truly unsettling, a phantom scream echoing inside his head.
Okay, now that sends shivers down my spine. A phantom scream, that's a direct line to primal fear, bypassing all logic and reason.
You said it. And as he gets closer to the ship, the comms crackle to life. He hears a faint voice repeating Mayday over and over. It's like a broken record of despair. And that's when Kai's bravado crumbles.
That shift from cockiness to fear is a crucial turning point. He realizes this isn't just a routine check. He's stumbled onto a tragedy frozen in time.
Precisely. Duty calls, so he boards the ship, his heart pounding in his chest. Inside, the air is stale but breathable. Control panels flicker with nonsensical readings, like a ghostly imitation of life. Then he finds the first body. A woman frozen mid-stride, her face contorted in a silent scream.
It's not just a skeleton, it's a snapshot of a moment frozen in time. Makes you wonder what was going through her mind in those final seconds. It's a haunting image that emphasizes the suddenness and horror of their fate.
It really is. And as Kai explores further, he finds more bodies in the same state. On the bridge in the mess hall, a tableau of death. It dawns on him that the crew died centuries ago. But something is keeping them alive in this warped, timeless echo.
That's where the time loop concept comes into play, right? Imagine a record stuck on a single groove, endlessly repeating. That's essentially a time loop. These people are experiencing the same few moments over and over, unaware of the larger context of their demise.
Exactly. It's both fascinating and terrifying. But here's where things take an even stranger turn. As Kai is trying to wrap his head around this, another voice cuts through the silence. A clear, distinct voice demanding he identify himself.
Wait a minute. Another voice, but you said the entire crew was dead. This doesn't make sense, unless...
Unless what? What's going through your mind, Julia? I can see the wheels turning.
Well, it sounds like we're about to encounter someone who is either a survivor or something else entirely. This could be the key to understanding how this time loop works.
You're absolutely right. Astra confirms there's a life sign, and Kai rushes off to find the source. He discovers a woman in the engineering section. And get this, she looks perfectly normal. Too normal given the circumstances.
Okay, now I'm officially creeped out. A living person amidst a crew of the dead. This is where the story goes from spooky to downright unsettling.
You can say that again. The woman seems confused, asking Kai if he's fixed the beacon. He's completely thrown and manages to stammer out that something seems off.
He has to tread carefully here. Imagine the psychological shock if she suddenly realized the truth about her situation. It could shatter the delicate reality she's trapped in.
I know, right? The tension is palpable. And then the woman brushes off his concern, mentioning a reactor issue and a passing ship that's on its way to help them. As Kai's blood runs cold, she smiles and thanks him for saving them all.
This is where the true horror of the situation hits home. They're dead, but completely unaware. replaying their final moments in this macabre time loop. It's a chilling reminder of the fragility of life and the strange, often cruel ways the universe works.
It's a moment that sends chills down your spine.
Ugh.
Makes you question everything you thought you knew about reality and mortality. And poor Kai thrust into this impossible situation. What will he do next? How do you even begin to process something like this, let alone escape from it?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it? What would you do if you were in Kai's shoes? We'll delve into that and more when we return in the next part of this chilling tale. Don't go anywhere.
Welcome back to the Dangers and Dragons podcast, where we're caught in the middle of a cosmic horror story. You've just heard about a rookie pilot who stumbles onto a derelict ship, with the crew trapped in a time loop, reliving their final moments without any awareness of their fate. And just when you think things can't get any weirder, he encounters a living, breathing woman who seems utterly oblivious to the tragedy unfolding around her. It's a mind-bending situation, isn't it? The story does a fantastic job of layering these unsettling details, building the tension with each new revelation. And now we find ourselves asking, what would we do in Kai's position? It's a question that forces you to confront your own beliefs about morality, responsibility, and the very nature of existence.
Exactly. And that's what makes this story so compelling. It's not just about ghosts and spaceships. It's about the choices we make in the face of the unimaginable. The story highlights Kai's internal conflict as he grapples with the horror of the situation, Astra's increasingly frantic warnings, and this overwhelming sense of responsibility for these people who, in a sense, are no longer alive.
Astra, being a purely logical AI, can only see this as an unquantifiable threat. She urges Kai to retreat, but he's torn. He sees the crew not as ghosts to be feared, but as victims of a cosmic cruelty.
It's like that age-old philosophical question. If a tree falls in a forest and no one is around to hear it, does it make a sound? If these people are unaware of their fate, are they truly suffering? It raises profound questions about consciousness and the nature of reality itself.
Those are some deep waters we're wading into here, Julia. And the story doesn't shy away from those complexities. Kai understands that fighting or exposing the truth wouldn't help these people. It would only shatter the fragile peace they unknowingly cling to.
He's caught between two impossible choices: reveal the truth and potentially cause immense psychological trauma, or maintain the illusion and perpetuate a lie even if it's a merciful one. It's a classic ethical dilemma with no easy answers.
It really makes you think about the burden of knowledge, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Would ignorance be bliss in this situation? Kai ultimately decides to shield the crew from the horrific truth. He cuts off communication with Astra, silencing her warnings, and concocts a believable lie.
He chooses compassion over truth, a decision that reflects his growing empathy and understanding of the situation. He tells the woman that the reactor is about to blow, and they need to evacuate immediately.
It's a brilliant move on his part. By creating a sense of urgency and purpose, he allows the crew to die believing they are taking action, that they have agency in their final moments.
It's a powerful subversion of the classic ghost ship trope. Instead of being vengeful spirits, they're simply victims of a cosmic accident, forever trapped in a loop of their final moments. And Kai, instead of running in terror, chooses to give them a semblance of peace, even if it's built on a lie.
It's a poignant and thought-provoking ending that stays with you long after you've finished the story. It makes you question what it truly means to be alive, to have hope, and to face the inevitability of death.
And it leaves us with so many lingering questions. Could there be other ghost ships out there, drifting through the cosmos, their crews eternally trapped in a loop of their final moments? What other anomalies might exist in the vastness of space, bending time and reality in ways we can't even comprehend?
It's both terrifying and exhilarating to consider the possibilities. This story is a reminder that the universe is full of mysteries, and sometimes the most incredible stories are the ones that blur the line between reality and the impossible.
Absolutely. It's a call to keep exploring, to keep questioning, and to never underestimate the power of compassion, even in the face of the unknown.
Beautifully said, Julia. But before we spiral too far into existential dread, let's bring it back to our listeners. What stood out to you the most in this story? Was Kai's decision the right one? What would you have done in his place? We'd love to hear your thoughts. So we've been unpacking this incredible story of Kai, the rookie pilot, who finds himself face to face with a ghost ship and a crew trapped in a time loop. It's a story that challenges our understanding of reality, mortality, and the choices we make in the face of the unknown.
The story really beautifully weaves together elements of sci-fi horror and philosophical reflection. It's not just a thrilling adventure, it's an exploration of the human condition, the weight of knowledge, and the power of compassion.
Right. It's a story that stays with you long after you've finished listening, makes you ponder those big what-if questions. What if we could manipulate time? What if we stumbled upon a similar anomaly? Would we have the courage to make the same choices as Kai?
It's a reminder that even in the vastness of space, the most profound encounters are often the ones that force us to look inward, to confront our own beliefs and values.
Kai's decision to shield the crew from the truth, to allow them to die with a sense of purpose and hope, was both heartbreaking and inspiring. It speaks to the potential for kindness and empathy, even in the most dire of circumstances.
His actions raise a fascinating point about the ethics of intervention. Is it our place to disrupt a pre-existing state, even if it seems horrific? Or are we bound to observe without interfering? It's a question that has no easy answers, and one that resonates far beyond the realm of science fiction.
Exactly. It makes you think about those real-life scenarios where we're faced with difficult choices, where the lines between right and wrong become blurred. This story provides a unique lens through which to examine those dilemmas.
It's a testament to the power of storytelling, to not only entertain, but to challenge our perspectives and spark meaningful conversations.
And that's what we strive to do here on the Dangers and Dragons podcast, to bring you captivating stories that ignite your imagination and leave you with something to ponder long after the episode ends.
We hope this story has done just that, transported you to another world, sparked your curiosity, and left you with a sense of wonder about the infinite possibilities that lie beyond our everyday experiences.
If you enjoyed this episode, be sure to rate and follow the show for more incredible tales of adventure, mystery, and the extraordinary. We've got a whole universe of stories waiting to be explored, and we can't wait to share them with you.
Until next time, keep exploring, keep questioning, and never stop seeking out those stories that make you think, feel, and wonder.